sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live.
My name is Terry Slocum, as in How You Being Served, and I was born back in the 1943, so I've seen a lot of changes, but Morecambe was always a nice spot as a kid. Well, we used to come through with my grandparents, and we used to stay in a B&B round the corner off the town centre. And Morecambe, of course, was Bradford by the sea. It was where we all came. There used to be special trains through from Bradford to Morecambe. And it was a typical B&B because you used to get up, have your breakfast, and then you had to stay out until your evening meal. And it could be raining cats and dogs, it could be snowing, it could be anything, but you were not allowed back. So when you went out, you took your bathing trunks, which were made of wool, you took your towels, you took your raincoats, you took your umbrellas, because you could never tell what was happening. And Morecambe, when it was nice, it was brilliant. And when it was bad, it was bloody awful.
My name's Jack. I'm from Glusburn, which is a little village near Skipton. Well, my dad were on railway, you see, and part of his wage were a ticket to Morecambe and a ticket to Blackpool. We come here a couple of times, maybe in Blackpool a couple of times, but mostly here, actually. And we came on the train, because train used to just come into the station here, you see. It was really handy. I remember once when I was little, it was so flooded, my dad had to carry me to train, and it were a foot deep in water all the way through to train.
Well, I'm Jeff, I'm from Bradford originally. Well, there used to be a station at Lowmore where we lived, just outside Bradford, and that used to bring us direct. Well, most of the day was spent on sands playing with my brothers and sisters. There were 8 of us. And then in the evenings it was round arcades with my mum and dad, and then it went back home to bed. Yeah, we used to come for a week every time. Stop at the same place every time. It's all the parents could afford, and that was it, really. But in that day, it was quite popular. It was lots of people here.
I'm Ken Bow. I had all my childhood in Bradford, and during my childhood days, like many thousands of people from Bradford as children, we used to come to Morecambe for day visits. Well, we'd arrive here, we'd probably get 4 or 5 hours in Morecambe, but we had no money, so we just used to walk around Morecambe, and if you had a penny, you put it in a blooming slot machine like everybody else did. But wonderful memories, and we used to come to Morecambe because it was cheaper than going to Blackpool. If you went to Blackpool, the ice creams were a lot dearer than what they were in Morecambe. So we once went with the choir from St Philip's at Bradford, and we had a game of cricket on the front there. You can remember that, trying to bowl the vicar out, you know.
But we used to come down to the penny arcades, and we'd have probably 12 pennies, a shilling. And that shilling would last you probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And if you came out with more than a shilling, that was like winning the lottery. And if you came out with nothing, well, what the hell, it didn't matter. But yeah, good days. We used to go, there was a pleasure beach just behind the Winter Gardens. And in those days it seemed massive, but it probably had about 5 roundabouts. But to us it was massive. Used to get the rock. All the shops along here would sell rock with Morecambe all the way through, and candy floss and things like that.
There used to be some bed and breakfast just a bit further up on the left-hand side, and we used to come and stop there for a week. Went round all slot machines and all the rest of it, what there were here at that time.
I can remember being at the fun fair at the back of the Winter Gardens there, and I think me and brother had about a penny, so we put it into the slot machine, and out would come a woodbine. As if you were lucky. Anyway, this time we put the penny in, a woodbine come out. And then we put it in again, another woodbine come out with your penny. We did that about 7 or 8 times before we got a clip on the head, you know, and told us to clear off. There was something wrong with the machine. But we kept the woodbines.
We used to go up to Isham Head there, and it was lovely up there because they had a theatre and all sorts of things. Go karts, bits of stuff like that.
When I go back a week,
Really, it was really good up at Isham Head, especially if it was Scottish Week or something like that. All the Scottish people would be down here, and oh, it was really good then.
Go to Bed Park, which is right on the other end. It's the Bed Park when we went there, and it used to have like little villages and models. I don't know if they still do or not, but that was a good treat. That was a full day out with that game up there.
Yeah.
And we used to walk to Isham, right round to Isham, and get nettle beer. That was about tuppence a glass, I think.
I can remember going to Hersham Head where the circus was on, and we thought if we leave it a bit longer we'll get in for nothing. So we hung on a bit, and then we sneaked in the side. We saw the circus. When we came out we were told it was free. I remember the Winter Gardens.
So
I remember looking out on the billboards to see who the famous stars were appearing there. See one show, I think it was about 55, with Headley Ward Trio. They were big on radio in their own days.
But now, with such as this happening and that, it's great to see the place alive.
It's got a beautiful view, obviously, and a good atmosphere. The people are friendly. You know, I think it's a wonderful place. I've got wonderful memories.
Well, I don't think it's Morecambe that's changed, it's people's attitudes, isn't it? People go abroad now, Morecambe's still Morecambe. I still find it quite good myself, but I suppose when you're young, every day is a sunny day, isn't it?